Little girls just love dollhouses. I know our Clancy used to play with hers for hours. Well, Shelley has a story about one woman who made her little girl dreams last forever.
Now, this is one of my favorite stories. A little while ago, I went to Chicago and I visited the Museum of Science and Industry. And there they have an exhibit that combined for me my love of collecting and my fascination for Hollywood. Because there, that exhibit is a dollhouse. Well, to call it a dollhouse is a gross understatement. They have a fairy tale castle that is priceless. Take a look. Every little girl dreams of having a dollhouse, but not every little girl dreams of one quite like this. Colleen Moore did. She's known as Hollywood's first flapper, the star of 50 silent movies and half a dozen talkies. When she was a child, her father gave her what is considered to be the world's smallest dictionary, just an inch square. This gift sparked the dream that, in adulthood, would become her beloved fairy castle.
This is the enchanted castle. Now, if you listen carefully, you can hear the magic nightingale singing in the garden of Aladdin.
In the late 20s, at a cost of close to $500,000, Colleen employed 700 Hollywood set and miniature designers who took 7 years to build and decorate it. Weighing close to a ton, it measures 9 feet square. Its highest tower is 12 feet, and it houses more than 1,000 rare and unusual objects. Virtually every fairy tale is somehow captured by the many reliefs, murals, paintings, and miniatures.
I think ever since childhood, she had a very active imagination, so she always saw fairies everywhere she went. She was a great storyteller. It was a real extension of her years in Hollywood, I think. But I remember as a kid, always, she'd say, "Oh, look, Alice, there goes a fairy," and I'd turn and look, and up, I'd always just miss them. I think the fairy castle is really, for the most part, a true extension of her character and her personality and her being.
In the Great Hall, there's a floating staircase made of gold and an ivory tile floor. A pistol that really shoots. On a rosewood table, Cinderella's glass slippers. On a silver table, the prince's scepter and a crown of rubies and sapphires. There's a goose and her golden egg stolen by Jack from the giant. And here we see a pair of sterling silver armored knights, gifts from Rudolph Valentino. The drawing room, with a floor of rose quartz and jade, features a gold chandelier of diamonds, pearls, and emeralds, a rosewood piano with ivory legs, and an ivory table and chess set. In the dining room, there's King Arthur's round table carved from walnut, gold knives and forks, gold teapots, and crystal glasses over 100 years old, and real needlepoint tapestries made in Vienna, with stitches so fine you can hardly see them. In the kitchen, you'll find a set of Royal Dalton china. Only 2 sets were made. The other one was made especially for the Queen of England's dollhouse. Both have her crest on it. The library, done in an elaborate sea motif, was Colleen Moore's favorite room. Here, little elves who like to read do so with their feet in the air. There's an exquisite gold candelabrum. And there are over 100 miniature books. Each is a one-of-a-kind, hand-printed edition by the likes of Conan Doyle, John Steinbeck, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and Edgar Rice Burroughs. The chapel is a room of many riches. It boasts pillars of bronze and gold. There's an organ with over 100 working keys, and a shrine that houses what some believe is a sliver of the true cross. And this is Sleeping Beauty's bedroom, where she rests protected by a golden spider web and dreams of music from silver guitars and mandolins. Colleen first donated her fairy castle to the museum in 1953 because it was important to her that children everywhere would be able to see it and enjoy it. She died in 1988, but her beloved castle will live on as a legacy from the child in her to the child in all of us.
I can't get over it.
Isn't that
Whoa, 7 years and all that.
I know. Now, there's all kinds of ways for your child to get involved with miniature houses, and they range from very inexpensive to beautiful kits like this. This is from Miniature Estates here in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
And we even have one from one of our viewers, Becky Smith, and look at this. It's incredible. And take a look.
Go ahead.
When I turn it around,
What happens?
watch the lights.
Oh, the lights go on and off.
Yes.
Oh, how terrific.
Isn't that great?
I'd play with this. This is great. Thanks, Shelley Taylor Morgan. That was wonderful. Monday, perk up for the best buys in coffee makers. Oh, this is great. I want to turn this on and off.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just show up. Okay, you take that out. Now this is vinyl screen material. You get some of this, a piece a little larger, and then you can cut it with a this would be scissors. Very good. Okay, you cut it. See, you are handier than I thought. Okay, you just kind of cut it around. Okay, now here's the trick. Here's the trick. You get a little piece about this size. I want you to do this, okay?
Okay.
And just put it right in the end here. This would be. You've measured it, now you put it right in there. And then you need you know what that's called?
Thingamajig.
$50.
Okay.
$50, you tell me the name of that.
Spline whacker.
Spine whacker.
No, it's called a rowel. Rowel.
Rowel?
Rowel. It's a rowel. Now you push that in there.
Okay.
You use the groove side. You're using the wrong side. Okay?
That's what Gary gave me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Because
right.
Gary, don't
I
pay
didn't
attention
know.
to Gary. I'm the expert here. Gary's the host. I'm the expert. I'm the Mr. Handyman here. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Very nice. Okay, now here's the catch. Here's the wrinkle. A lot of people will pull this tight, and you don't really need to pull it tight because as you push it in,
You
it pulls
tighten
it
it.
tight on its own. So now you take the second piece, and you can be a little long. The best thing to do, what I do, is just put it right in half like this. Then you know you got enough because by the time it goes this way. Now you put it on the opposite side.
Okay.
Right in the middle, push that in. Okay. Just groove it. You're doing very well, Sue.
Thank you.
Have you done this before?
I'm a Girl Scout.
You're a Girl Scout. Still?
Still.
A little old to be a Girl Scout, aren't you?
No.
Are you a leader?
Forever.
Girl Scout leader? Okay. I mean, I don't mean that in
That's
I
all right.
thought Girl Scouts eventually grew out of it.
No,
Okay.
we just stay girls
All
forever.
right, now you keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, keep it coming around here. You stretch it over. You insert the gasket all the way around. Okay, see how easy it is?
Send us some
Okay.
pictures
Look at
of
that.
this
It's going
stuff.
very well.
We have a good time.
Okay, so you get it all installed there. All right, now you take an X-Acto knife
Okay.
and you just would cut off the excess, just like this. You just come right down here.
This is where you slice your finger.
This is where there could be blood. See, I'll just show you how to do this because
Good.
we don't have insurance for you on
Thank
this
you.
segment. And see, then you would just trim off the excess, just like this. Isn't this not easy? See, this is something, people would
It
pay
is.
$50 to send these
It
out.
is.
So you have it all trimmed off like that. Doesn't that look nice?
Very nice.
All right.
You know, I've noticed the neighborhoods these days are mobile screen fixer-uppers.
Guys that come around, yes.
It's a little franchise deal.
See, now, it's all finished like that. Now, if you see, see how mesmerized this person in the audience is? Show
That's
them
her
how-
husband.
And look at how it's come out. Isn't that just perfect, the way it's been fixed? There it all, put together. Sue,
There you go.
I just bought one.
You just bought one
I
of
just
these?
bought one, but this is
Well, we
much
want you to have
nicer.
another one.
Well,
Maybe,
thank you very
maybe you
much.
give this to your husband.
Well, I need it. He doesn't need it to vacuum.
Okay, all right.
Sue Donatelli from New Jersey.
Exit
Exit
26.
You were,
26.
Right,
exit
very
26.
good.
You were the best assistant I've had all day.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you, Sue.
Sue Donatelli, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, showing you more handiwork.
All right. And remember, if you have any questions for Will, write to him at Drill with Will, P.O. Box 29904, Hollywood, California, 90029. Thanks, Will, and thanks again, Sue.
It's a
Next, we've got bath time wrapped up for your baby.
In the store.
That are real flimsy, and they only last
Yeah.
until they're about 6 months old anyway.
That's really true.
They're not effective after that.
That's right. Well, all you need is a bath towel, size towel, and also half of a hand towel. So you may as well go ahead and buy 2 bath towels and save the next one for the next one that you make for a baby shower or whatever.
Boy, and what a nice baby shower gift. I didn't
It
get one of
is.
these. This is a new one
Well,
for me.
you pick one out and you can have one.
But it's a really nice thing to be able to make. And
think so.
homemade gifts mean so much for showers, too.
I agree. I mean,
really
those are
special.
the favorite. I agree.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's start with the hood.
Okay.
And again, you use half of a hand towel for that. And the first step is to take this woven edge, fold it over a couple of inches, and then fold it over another couple of inches, centering this woven stripe between the terry cloth here. Okay? And then you'll stitch it down like I've done on this one.
Okay, you just put one stitch down the middle.
Just one stitch, and it
Okay.
can be a basting stitch. You just want to kind of hold it in place.
Okay.
And then these towels will cost between $5 and $15, depending on how you trim them. Probably the cheapest thing you can do is just buy a piece of decorative ribbon and just stitch that right in place. Another fun thing to do is just to stitch on some satin bows, which is real pretty. And so what we're going to do today is using this pretty eyelet with a ribbon woven through
really
it. Isn't
pretty.
that pretty and dainty?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that's what we're going to do today. So you stitch that on top of there. You also, on the towel has 2 woven stripes too, and you decorate those 2 woven stripes with the same trim.
Okay.
Okay, but now to finish the hood, you basically fold it like this, right sides together. Find the center point of this seam that is opposite of your trim and put a little pin there. Also put a little pin in the fold. Okay, now this is the tricky part, so watch carefully. You take this pin in the fold and bring it to meet the pin that's in the center.
And then what are you creating there? What is that?
Then you stitch this here, and what you have created is a little pleat. You see, in the back of the hood. All right.
So it stays on the head a little better.
Right. All right, now you also want to make a little pleat in the back of the bath towel. So fold right sides together, measure in about 3 or 4 inches, stitch down about 3 or 4 inches, and then you've made a little pleat in the back of the towel as well. Then you flatten out that little pleat like this and stitch that down flat so that this is what you've got in the back of your towel. Then you take the hood, where's my hood, and put both of the seams, the seam from the back of the hood and also the bath towel together, stitch that.
Boy, that's a lot of pieces
And
of
it's
fabric.
done.
Will it fold? Will you be able to stitch all the way through all those layers?
No problem. Here's
Really?
one that we've done right here. This is the finished one.
Uh-huh.
A few layers, but then, you put that on.
Look at that.
Isn't that cute?
Cute. So
Trim it
you've
with a
got-
little ribbon.
So you've got the little peak here in the cap. I just want to point that
That's
out. And
right.
then you've also got the pleat in the back.
Exactly. It's me, don't you think?
I think it's definitely
Now,
you.
some other, of course, if you have extra trim, go ahead and decorate a little hand towel or pardon me, washcloth. And then here's some other things you can do. Of course, if striped towel is pretty in and of itself, you don't really even need to decorate it, but try these little bows on there.
You put 3 of them together. That's
Yeah.
kind of a fun thing. I
Right
haven't
at the
seen that
hood.
done before.
That's kind of cute.
That really is
And
nice.
I think we have a little
We
model.
have a model.
Yes, and we
Be
use
still my heart.
D'Amato.
This is little D'Amato.
Isn't he darling?
Hi. How are you? Do you like this? Yeah? Do you like wearing a towel? I think he does.
I think he does.
I think he does. Can you stand?
Yes? Okay, come on.
Can you stand up for just a minute and show us this towel?
Well, and you know the other
Look at the
nice
little
thing,
boats.
Sarah, about
Quick,
these?
before he runs
is that
away.
you- before
Hurry,
he goes
take a
away-
look quickly at the boats.
It's super baby.
Super baby. Oh, that is precious.
And wouldn't this be great at the poolside? It's summertime, also for the little babies who can't keep the towels on them.
Absolutely.
Another great idea for the summertime.
Because they're always going to walk away with the
Exactly.
towel, so they might as well have fit it on their heads.
Right.
Well, thank you very much, Debbie.
welcome.
We've got shower gifts. We've got baby gifts. We've got all your bath needs taken care of in
Right.
one.
Because my... Ooh, the head lobster's calling my name. I've never tasted such delicious food. Wait, you brought your own dressing? With this gourmet buffet? Wait till you taste it. It's new. Craft-free peppercorn ranch. Fat-free, cholesterol-free. That tastes good. Trust me.
New Kraft-Free Peppercorn Ranch non-fat dressing.
Mmm, spicy. Peppery.
If it tastes too good to be fat-free, it's Kraft-Free.
Look, there's Flipper. Where? Oh, give me
Well, I got to tell you, we're all sitting around kvelling over that segment we just did with Christopher, who had some food allergies. Kvelling is a way of saying we're getting fuzzy all over, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you know what his dad said?
Yes, he said that Christopher has not had a cake in
so
over a
sweet.
year. So
Okay.
this is his first bite
Isn't
of
that
cake in
great?
over a year.
Oh.
So
Hey, don't-
he's nonstop here.
What a mom, right? What a
Yeah.
mom. Don't forget, we're looking for best mom videos from you. Just make a video with you and your mom and just tell us why you think your mom is the best mom.
That's right. And to give you an idea of what we were looking for, we hired a couple of actors, to make a little video, kind of give you an idea of what.
Yeah, I don't know. They're so-so, you know what? But
Yeah.
they did pretty well.
They were the only ones that showed up for the audition,
Right,
actually.
that's true.
So,
So let's
let's
take a
take a
look.
look and see how.
My mom is the best mom. She's She's always there when I need her, and she can take any recipe and she makes it her own, and then she sort of just juggles all sorts of other jobs too. She knows her P's and Q's, her IOUs, and the ABCs of the PTA. She's a doctor when I'm sick, she's a shrink when I'm depressed, she's a seamstress, a chauffeur. Boy, this retainer's tough. And most of all, best of all, she doesn't make me eat peas.
That was very nice, Scooter. That was really very nice. But you got her stuff here, did you?
Was it okay, Mama?
It's so good. You're such a sweet boy. Such a good. Could you do it one more time, though, and mean it a little more? You know what I mean?
Okay, Mama.
I know you could do it.
Here we go.
Those peas are over there just for you in case you don't do it right this time.
Okay, Mom. Why am I thinking of Mama's family? Not a contest, by the way. Just make sure it's less than a minute. And here's the address. This is great stuff.
Wednesday's got
Shows that make you go, ooh.
My sister came back home.
She's taking my room.
I was thinking of moving back here.
How? An all-new Wonder Years. Then
Palm Springs.
the guys partake of spring break.
Atlantic.
But someone has too much fun at all-new Doogie.
Leave me out of it.
Shows that make you go.
Wednesday.